Is mean, dear sister. You would think we had suffered enough. Our father's curse, there was no grief, no shame, no dishonor we have not lived through. And now, have you heard about Creon's new decree?
I've heard nothing. I only know that 2 sisters lost 2 brothers. 2 single deaths in an hour.
That's why I had to speak to you. There's something we must do.
Why do you speak so strangely?
Listen, our brother Oedicles is buried. Creon gave him a soldier's tomb with the honor he deserved, and our brother Polynices, who fought just as bravely, they say that Creon will allow him no funeral. No one will bury him, no one will grieve. His body will lie in fields, food for scavenging birds. If anyone tries to cover the body, the penalty will be death. There it is. Now you can prove you're a true sister.
Me? Are you crazy? What can I do?
I'm gonna bury him. I need your help.
But you said the law forbids it.
Ismene, he's our brother.
But the danger.
I'm not afraid of Creon.
Antigone. Our father died. A hated man. His eyes ripped out. By its own hands. Our mother died. At once, his mother and his wife and our brothers died, each killed by each other's sword. Must we pile pain upon pain? Go against Creon's orders? We are only women, Antigone. We cannot fight against men.
If you think that, then I don't need your help.
I'm afraid for you.
Don't be. I will bury my brother. If I die, I will lie down with him in death, and he will love me as I love him.
So fiery. You should be cold with fear.
I'm only doing what I must.
Now in the beautiful morning of victory, let thieves sing for joy. With dancing hearts say goodbye to war.
And fill our temples with praise.
Our enemy Polynices led his hateful army forth.
But glorious Thebes has cut him down. Where are his soldiers now?
Now in the beautiful morning of victory, let thieves sing for joy. With dancing hearts say goodbye to war and fill our temples with praise.
Gentlemen, I have called you together today because I know I can depend on you. Your loyalty to King Laus was absolute. You were true to Oedipus when he was king, and when he died, you were just as true to his sons. Sadly, as you know, the king's sons are both killed in battle. As the next in blood, I am king, and this is my first decree. Oedicles, who died as a man should die, fighting for his country, has received full military honors. But Polynices, who aimed a sword at his native city and the shrine of his father's gods, will have no burial. He will lie on the plain unburied, and the dogs and vultures can do what they like. This is my command. While I am king, no traitor will be honored.
If that is your will, king, we will obey.
Sir, I didn't want to come.
I didn't want to tell you.
We thought if you heard from someone else,
It
would be worse. Come to the point.
We didn't do it. We don't know who did.
You can't punish us for what someone else has done.
Out with it.
The body, dead Polynices. Someone has covered the body in earth.
Not a proper grave. No sign of digging, just a layer of dust over the body.
Just enough to give his spirit peace.
The ones who did this are the secret whisperers. The ones who have always plotted against me. Gods, I swear by them and their thrones. The man who has done this will pay a high price.
Find that man and bring him to me. Or you won't just be killed, you'll be strung up alive. Go.
The world has countless wonders. Man is more wonderful than all.
His words,
His thoughts,
his wisdom,
his laws, these shelter him from wind and snow.
from every wind but one.
Death.
When laws are broken, what city can stand? May the lawless never find shelter.
In my home or in my heart. What does this mean?
The king's daughter,
Antigone, a princess?
held as prisoner.
We found who did it.
We caught her in the act. Where's Creon?
Back so soon?
We found the guilty one. Here she is.
Now judge her as you will. We're done.
We're done.
But this is Antigone.
I tell you, I saw it with my own eyes.
I swept the dirt from the body. His flesh is stinking by now, and we sat on the hill to keep watch.
There was a storm, and we couldn't see for a while.
But then, when it was clear, there she was.
I've seen a mother bird before come back to its broken nest and shriek for the little one that are gone. This girl was like that, crying to heaven over the body, cursing the hands that killed him.
She tried again to bury him, and we got her right away. She didn't act scared, didn't deny it. She came without a fight.
Antigone, look at me. Is all of this true? You can go. So you dared to defy the law?
Not God's law. That final justice that rules in the heavens would make no such law. Your hand is strong, but all that strength is weakness against the immortal gods.
You know I said the penalty is death.
I'm gonna die whether or not you command it. If I must die before my time, this is not a hardship. Better than to live as I do now with evil all around me. My death is unimportant. If I had left my brother lying in death unburied, then I would suffer.
Just like her father.
Stubborn. She has never learned to yield.
She has sinned twice, by breaking the law and by boasting about it. Go and arrest Ismene too. I accuse her equally. I can't let this go unpunished. If I did, which of us here is a man?
What punishment besides my death?
Nothing else. That's all I want.
So kill me. I'm tired of talking. These men here would have praised what I've done if their lips weren't frozen shut in fear. Kings are lucky. They say what they like.
No one here agrees with you.
They do, but they're too afraid to say so.
Even if it were so, you're the one who's guilty.
There's no guilt in honoring my brother who died.
What about Edicles? Wasn't he your brother too? He defended his country. Polynices betrayed it. You would give a traitor the same honor as a hero?
All the dead deserve respect.
The wicked along with the righteous?
Who can say what the gods think is wicked?
Two sisters scheming against my throne. Ismene, do you confess to your part in this?
Yes,
Wait a damn minute.
I confess.
No, she has done nothing. Nothing.
You refuse me, Antigone. I have to be true to our brothers as well. I will die with you.
One of these girls has lost her mind. The other was crazy from the start.
I won't go on living without my sister.
You can already consider her dead.
But Creon, wasn't she supposed to marry your son?
My son deserves better than an evil woman. Enough of this talk. Take them and guard them carefully. They are only women, and yet they rush towards death when many brave men run away from it.
Whoever has never tasted God's vengeance is lucky. The anger of heaven can strike, and your household is shaken forever. Damnation rises behind each child, like a wave from the black northeast.
Son, you've heard my final judgment on the girl. Have you come to bring hate or the proper love and respect?
I'm your son. I obey. No marriage means more to me than your judgment.
Good. You can't lose your head for a woman. Soon enough, her beauty will fade, and you will wake up with a witch for a wife. She can go find a husband in hell.
Father, you are right when you say we can't lose our heads. The power to think is the God's greatest gift. You have your thinking, and I can't say it's wrong. Yet, other men have thoughts too. You don't know what the others are saying. Your temper terrifies them, and they say what you want to hear. But I hear them mutter and whisper in the dark about this girl. They say no one has ever died so unfairly, so shamefully for her kindness. The most important thing is your success. When there is a flood, which trees survive? Then the ones that can bend, those that are stiff, unbending, those are the ones that can break. Don't be stubborn. Don't believe you're the only one who can be right.
So you think a man my age should take lessons from a boy?
Not if I'm wrong, but if I'm right, why does my age matter?
Do you believe in anarchy?
Of course not.
Did she break the law or not?
The people don't think so.
So the people want to teach me how to rule.
Who's talking like a boy now?
I'm the one who gives the orders, but it seems you're ruled by a woman.
Are you a woman? My only concern is for you.
Listen to me. The girl must die.
Then she must, but she won't die alone.
What is that? A threat?
No threat.
By the gods, bring her out. Get the girl in here. She will die before his eyes.
No, not before my eyes. But look at my face now. You will never see it again.
Let him dream of doing what he likes. He won't save these girls from death.
Girls?
Will you really kill them both?
No, you are right. The innocent one may live, but Antigone, far out in the wilderness, I'll lock her in a vault of stone. There she can pray to her hellish gods, see if they can teach her a way out.
Aphrodite, cruel goddess of love. Look at the anger between father and son. Families broken, cities ruined.
By the soft face of a girl.
Even the pure immortals can escape, and mortals tremble before you. And here she is, Antigone, heading toward her place of final sleep.
Here I am, at the edge of night, saying goodbye to the sun that will shine for me no more. Death is calling me to its cold shore where there is no wedding song, no music.
But if you have done right, then surely in death you'll find your glory.
I'm cursed, not for this, but for all the horrors of my house. Unspeakable crime, mother and son in marriage bed, Oedipus father and brother. Your marriage strikes again from the grave to kill mine. All my life, I'm a stranger in my own land. The sin of my birth has followed me.
You made the choice to do what you've done.
Your words are bitter to me. The sun itself is cold. Lead me to where there's nor love, nor lamentation, no song, but silence.
Enough of this. Take her, put her in the vault. She'll die in there. Or if she lives somehow, it doesn't matter.
Elders of Thebes and gods of my father, look at me. The last generation in a long line of kings. See how I'm led away to my death, what I suffer, and at whose hands? Because I would not break God's laws.
Oh, child, no power in wealth or war, or hardy ships blackened by the sea, none can prevail against untiring fate.
Tiresias, they tell me you have wise words for me.
Once more, Creon, you stand on the edge of fate.
Your words are kind of a dread.
Listen, Creon. I was sitting in my chair of augury where the birds gathered around me. They were singing when suddenly I heard a strange note. A scream, a whirring fury. They were fighting, clashing, dying in a whirlwind of torn wings. It was a sign. I tell you, Creon, you have brought this disaster. Our hearths and altars are stained with the sin of dogs and vultures fat from feasting on Oedipus' son. The gods don't hear our prayers. Their birds of omen are gorged with the thick blood of the dead. Give in, Creon. Do not fight with the man who's dead. What glory is there in killing the dead?
Tiresias, if your birds, if the great eagles of Zeus himself should carry him stinking bit by bit to heaven, I would not change my rule.
Then beware, Creon. You will pay back corpse for corpse, flesh of your own flesh. If you let this be, your house will be full of weeping. Curses will fly at you from far and wide. Child, lead me home. Let him waste his anger on younger men.
The old man has gone, king, but his words stick in the mind.
As I am, I do not remember that he has ever been wrong.
That is true. It troubles me. It is hard to give in, but it's worse to lose everything for stubborn pride.
Do it then.
What can I do?
Quickly, free Antigone from her tomb and make instead a tomb for Polynices.
Is that all you want?
Yes, Creon.
And right away.
It's hard to deny the heart, but I can't fight against fate. Servants, bring axes, come to the tomb. I buried her, I will set her free. The gods are mighty, and a man must serve them till the last day of his life.
God of many names, thunder,
Torches.
vines of the mountains.
Nymphs of the dancing springs.
A plague is upon us. Fire pierced through the wishes in the night. Blaze for us, God of many names.
Men of Thebes, destiny raises up and casts down the lucky and unlucky. No man knows his fate. Take Creon. He was happy once, strong in battle, secure in his throne, father of children, nobly born. And now it is all gone. Can you still say a man is alive when his life's joy is gone? In spirit, he is dead, a walking corpse.
You tell us there's sorrow, but why? What happened?
Haman, the king's son, is dead, killed by his own hand.
Killed. By his father or himself?
I'll tell you all that I've seen. I went with Crayon to the field where Polonice's body lay. But we made our prayers, bathed the body in holy water, built a fire to burn what was left. Next, we ran to Antigone's vault to see her free. In the corner of her cave, we saw her lying. She had made a noise. She had made a noose of her fine linen veil and hanged herself. Next to her lay Haman, his arms around her, crying out that his father had stolen from him his greatest love. When Crayon saw him, the tears rushed to his eyes. He ran to comfort his child, but Haman took out a sword. Crayon drew back, and Haman stabbed not his father, but himself. As he died, he held Antigone close in his arms, his blood bright red on her white cheek. Now he lies dead with the dead, and she is his at last, his bride in the place where the dead go.
Nothing you can say can touch me anymore. My own blind heart has brought me from darkness to final darkness. Haman, my son, so young to die. I was the fool, not you. And you died for me. God has crushed me beneath the hugest weight of heaven, destroying what I held most dear.
I am sorry. I must add to that crushing weight. Your wife, the queen, is dead.
Deaf heaven, is there no pity for me? I was dead, and your words are death again. Is it true?
She stood before the altar, and her breast welcomed the knife. In one breath, she cried for her son Haman. With her last breath, she cursed the one who killed him, Crayon.
Lead me away. I've killed my son and wife. For me, there's no comfort. My hands kill whatever they touch, and my pride is shadows and dust.
There is no wisdom but to submit to the gods. Without wisdom, no happiness. Those who are proud will soon be punished. Then maybe they'll learn.